Donald Trump has polarized the world. He's polarized American politics, and he's now impacting domestic politics here in India. When we speak of polarization, it is in the context of dividing opinion, and that Donald Trump very much has done. This episode of Inside is not meant to be a character analysis of Donald Trump or why he acts the way he does or why he does what he does. It is, however, meant to be an analysis of how his actions are received and how they're leaving an imprint on our politics. Donald Trump's relationship with India has been markedly different across his two stints as President of the United States. His first 4 years as President, between 2016 and 2020, were characterized by a largely favorable equation with India. Both sides talked trade, they talked about the need for a trade agreement, they strengthened their security ties, and the Trump administration condemned the Galwan attack by China, and Trump himself expressed his frustration about Pakistan not cooperating in America's fight against terrorism. But the ongoing tenure has been different. Let's begin with President Trump's interaction with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in February this year in the White House. Trump was critical of what he described as high tariffs imposed on American goods by India. Eventually, he went on to act on what he said by imposing a tariff of 25% on Indian exports.
Anywhere in the world, they've been very strong on tariffs, and I don't blame them necessarily, but it's a different way of doing business. It's very hard to sell into India because they have trade barriers, very strong tariffs. We are right now a reciprocal nation. We are going to, if it's India or if it's somebody else with low tariffs, we're going to have the same. We're going to have whatever India charges, we're charging them. Whatever another country charges, we're charging them. So it's called reciprocal, which I think is a very fair way. This isn't India. This is among a lot of nations. The European Union is very difficult for us, very, very difficult. They tax our companies at levels that nobody's ever seen before. They take advantage of a lot of things, so we're not happy about that. China, of course, is terrible, and we have to do that just as a mechanism of fairness.
This prompted questions from the opposition here in India about whether the Indian government had been too trusting of the Trump administration. But what's often missed in the discourse is the fact that these tariffs were imposed even as the United States and India were negotiating a bilateral trade agreement. Those negotiations have continued even this month.
The government of India should not buckle down under the pressure, and they should tell that we are a sovereign nation and we are independent. If you want any kind of a trade deal, you are welcome. If you don't want, we also don't want to have any kind of a business with you. So India should take a firm stand.
सीज़फायर के लिए वो लोग भारत को मजबूर किया सीज़फायर करने के लिए ट्रेड टॉक्स की तसल्ली देके कि ट्रेड टॉक्स में आप ही मदद करेंगे. आज के दिन पता चल रहा है कि जो टैरिफ्स है वो 25% लागू किए. देश के हित में बिल्कुल ही नहीं है टैरिफ का जो 25% स्लैब हमें लागू किया गया है.
दोस्त ना रहा, प्यार ना रहा. That sort of approach of and attitude is of Mr. Donald Trump.
The tariff issue is a serious issue. I think trade talks will on between the Commerce Minister and the different countries across the world, even including America. I think we should protect our interests of our country and take a call accordingly.
But there's a lot else that has happened that has impacted Indian politics. Let's also analyze that. It actually escalated during Operation Sindoor. After India's retaliatory strikes, the Pakistan DGMO reached out to his Indian counterpart and sought a ceasefire. India took its time to respond to that request and eventually agreed. Donald Trump, however, has claimed that it was he who brokered the ceasefire. India has consistently denied this claim.
There was, I think, particular interest in the House about the conversations with the United States. So let me share a few words there. So first of all, it is somehow being implied that talking to the United States or being in touch with the United States is itself a problem. Now, sir, I want to make three things clear. One, there was no leader, nobody anywhere in the world who asked India to stop its operations. This is something the Prime Minister also said. Number two, there was no linkage with trade. No, I'll tell you. So there is no linkage of trade. There was no linkage of trade in any of those conversations, and there was no pause between Prime Minister and President Trump.
However, Donald Trump has consistently stuck to his version. And not just that, he's even insisted that he brought up the issue of trade in his efforts at mediation. India has denied both, that there was any Trump-initiated mediation or that there was any talk of trade.
President Trump's way of dealing with the world, even dealing with his own country, is a very major departure from the traditional orthodox manner of doing so. Say, the applications of tariff in this manner, even for trade, is novel. The application of tariffs on non-trade issues is even more so. The fact that a lot of this is said in public, often the first pronouncement is in public, is even more unusual. So this is a situation which the entire world is facing.
The opposition, however, Rahul Gandhi included, were not showing any willingness to believe the Indian government.
डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने कहा ऑपरेशन सिंदूर चल रहा था, है हमारी सेना पाकिस्तान की सेना से लड़ रही थी। डोनाल्ड ट्रंप कहता है मैंने फोन उठाया और मैंने नरेंद्र मोदी को फोन किया, 24 घंटे में युद्ध को बंद करो। और फिर कहता है मैंने सोचा 24 घंटे में करेगा, उसने 5 घंटों में बंद कर दिया। 40 बार उसने बोला है, नरेंद्र मोदी के मुंह से चूम तक बात नहीं निकली। कहता है देश से कहता है छप्पड़ की जाती है, मगर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप का एक फोन लगता है और पूरी हवा निकल जाती है प्रधानमंत्री।
This, despite the Ministry of External Affairs clarifying in June this year that in a telephonic conversation with President Trump, Prime Minister Modi clearly stated that no topics related to trade were discussed between the two during Operation Sindoor. It was also categorically stated that India does not accept third-party mediation.
भारत के मुंह तोड़ जवाब के कारण पाकिस्तान को भारत से सैन्य कार्रवाई रोकने का आग्रह करना पड़ा। प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप को स्पष्ट रूप से कहा कि इस पूरे घटनाक्रम के दौरान कभी भी किसी भी स्तर पर भारत अमेरिका ट्रेड डील या अमेरिका द्वारा भारत और पाकिस्तान के बीच मध्यस्थता जैसे विषयों पर बात नहीं हुई थी। सैन्य कार्रवाई रोकने की बात सीधे भारत और पाकिस्तान के बीच दोनों सेनाओं की एग्जिस्टिंग चैनल्स के माध्यम से हुई थी और पाकिस्तान के ही आग्रह पर हुई थी। प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने जोर देकर कहा कि भारत ने न तो कभी मध्यस्थता स्वीकार की थी, न करता है और न ही कभी करेगा।
But that's not all. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke in Parliament during the monsoon session in July, describing the exact sequence of events during Operation Sindoor.
यहां पर विदेश नीति को लेकर के भी काफी बातें कही गई। दुनिया के समर्थन को लेकर के भी काफी बातें कही गई। मैं आज सदन में कुछ बातें पूरी स्पष्टता से कह रहा हूं। दुनिया में किसी भी देश ने भारत को अपनी सुरक्षा में कार्रवाई करने से रोका नहीं है। संयुक्त राष्ट्र 193 कंट्रीज सिर्फ 3 देश 193 कंट्री में सिर्फ 3 देश ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के दौरान पाकिस्तान के समर्थन में बयान दिया था। ओनली 3 कंट्रीज। क्वाड हो, ब्रिक्स हो, फ्रांस, रूस, जर्मनी, कोई भी देश का नाम ले लीजिए, तमाम देश दुनिया भर से भारत को समर्थन मिला है.
It's the opposition that has an obsession with Donald Trump. So when Trump decided to describe India as a dead economy, the opposition echoed.
He's right. I mean, everybody knows this, except the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister. Everybody knows that the Indian economy is a dead economy. I'm glad that President Trump has stated a fact.
When Trump spoke of several planes being downed in the India-Pakistan conflict,
My positions turned out to, everybody said I'm right. They find billions of dollars that they didn't even know they had. Recently, they said they found billions of dollars and they couldn't understand. I said, check the tariff shelf. And they come in the next hour and they said, sir, you're right. It was from the tariffs. We're a rich, really rich country again. But more importantly, maybe influence. If I didn't have the power of tariffs, you would have at least 4 of the 7 wars raging. I use tariffs to stop wars. If you look at India and Pakistan, they were ready to go at it. 7 planes we shot down. They were ready to go at it. And they're nuclear powers. And I don't want to say exactly what I said, but what I said was very effective. They stopped. And that was based on tariffs. It was based on trade. Tariffs are very important for the United States. We are a peacekeeper because of tariffs. Not only do we make, hundreds of billions of dollars, but we're a peacekeeper because of tariffs.
members of the opposition asked about whether, and if so, how many planes were lost.
बार-बार सफाई देना, बार-बार देश की जनता के सामने इसे बात रखना, इससे साबित होता है कि भाई गड़बड़ तो है. अब गड़बड़ क्या है, कभी कोई सीडीएस कभी कुछ अलग बयान देते हैं, सेना प्रमुख अलग बयान देते हैं, तमाम तरीके से इनके तमाम आला अधिकारी अलग बयान देते हैं. इससे साबित हो रहा है कि कहीं न कहीं मामला गड़बड़ है. अब इसको पूरी तरीके से देश के सामने आके सारी बातों को कहना चाहिए कि असलियत क्या है और सत्यता क्या है, ये देश को बताना है.
I don't know why again and again army personnel are coming before the press. Once they clarified, then they should keep mum on this subject. This is not subject to speak every day.
पूरी दुनिया के अंदर ये सवाल उठ रहा है, क्या हमारे राफेल गिराए गए कि नहीं गिराए गए, हमारे जेट गिराए गए कि नहीं गिराए गए. इसका कंट्राडिक्शन गवर्नमेंट को और हमारे एयर चीफ को देना चाहिए, वरना गलतफहमियां होती रहेंगी. ना हम हाँ कह पा रहे हैं, ना कह पा रहे हैं. खूब पर्दा है कि चिलमन से लगे बैठे हैं, साफ छुपते भी नहीं, सामने आते भी नहीं.
In fact, both the Indian Air Force and the Indian Army issued statements enumerating the number of aircraft that Pakistan lost in Operation Sindoor, not to mention their multiple airfields and other military infrastructure that was destroyed.
As far as Pakistan losses are concerned, I think 3 of their hangars in 3 different stations have been damaged, and in that hangar as well as on tarmac, we have signs of one C-130 class of aircraft, one AEWC class of aircraft, and at least 4 to 5 fighter aircraft, most likely F-16, because that base happened to be F-16, which would have been under maintenance that time. Along with that, one SAM system, which has been destroyed. And so these are the strikes that, the destruction that has taken place on ground by our strikes.
When Trump decided to impose an additional 25% tariff on India for purchasing oil from Russia, well, the Indian government stuck to its guns and prioritized the nation's security over and above any pressure from the United States. In response to the 50% tariffs imposed by the Trump administration, India has sought to diversify its options.
Modi is a great man. That he loves Trump. And he's assured me there will be no oil purchased from Russia. I don't know, maybe that's a breaking story. Can I say that? Would you say? There will be no oil. He's not buying his oil from Russia. It started. You know, you can't do it immediately. It's a little bit of a process. But the process is going to be over with soon.
But the opposition is still not convinced. So when Trump said that Prime Minister Modi had agreed in a conversation with him to restrict imports of Russian oil, the opposition latched on to what Trump said.
प्रधानमंत्री तो तारीफ ही तारीफ कर रहे हैं, ट्वीट करते रहते हैं, तारीफ करते रहते हैं, और यहां से तारीफ, वहां से टैरिफ।
अभी तो हमारी विदेश नीति तो कोई नीति है ही नहीं। ये तो फुटबॉल है, जिस तरह से फुटबॉल को किक किया जाता है उधर ही चला जाता है। जब चाइना पीटता है तो अमेरिका में जाते हैं, अमेरिका पीटता है तो चाइना की तरफ जाते हैं, जब दोनों पीटने लगते तो रसिया की तरफ जाते हैं, रसिया फिर पाकिस्तान की भी तरफ खड़ा हो जाता है। हमारी कोई विदेश नीति है क्या?
ट्रम्प का प्रेशर हमेशा काम करता है मोदी जी के ऊपर। ट्रम्प ऐसा लगता है कि मोदी जी उनके पास नौकरी कर रहे हैं, ट्रम्प के प्रेशर पे मोदी जी काम कर रहे हैं। इसीलिए तो ऑपरेशन सिंदूर बंद किया। आप रशिया तो हमारा सबसे भरोसेमंद साथी है, मित्र रहा है देश का। हम रशिया के साथ इस प्रकार से बर्ताव करेंगे तो पूरा बैलेंस बिगड़ जाएगा।
And this, despite the Ministry of External Affairs stating clearly that India was securing its energy requirements and clarifying that there was no phone call between Trump and Modi on oil purchases from Russia.
See, on the issue of energy sourcing, we have made a statement. This was put out in the morning today. We would request you to look at that particular statement for the questions that you have. On the question of whether there was a conversation or a telephone call between Prime Minister Modi and President Trump, I am not aware of any conversation yesterday between the two leaders.
Trump is an outspoken president, but one who cannot be readily believed. He likes to trumpet his achievements, but one is not sure if those achievements are actually genuine. Not that he cannot be taken seriously, because his decisions do matter, but can he be taken at face value? In the midst of direct contradictions in his narrative with that of the Indian government on multiple issues, why can't there be a bipartisan consensus on India's interests as far as our domestic politics is concerned? That's a question that many are asking. Trump, meanwhile, has wooed Pakistan, and how? So much so that Shehbaz Sharif, the Pakistan Prime Minister, had this to tell him in Egypt recently.
India is a great country with a very good friend of mine at the top, and he's just done a fantastic job. And I think that Pakistan and India are going to live very nicely together, right? That's not a very, they are.
India is keeping its options open. It continues to import oil from Russia. With China, it is now deepening economic cooperation. And amid a conflict between Afghanistan and Pakistan, India has hosted the foreign minister of Afghanistan belonging to the Taliban. If not necessarily a strategic realignment, there is certainly a rearrangement of diplomatic preferences, to put it mildly. Whatever the opposition might say, one thing is for certain. India's foreign policy under Modi remains robustly independent.